Hi guys, today I'm back with another video just to share an interesting story of something that happened to me yesterday. So yesterday was just like an ordinary day, and I had an experience where God or the universe or the higher power, whatever you want to call it, was like working through me. I mean, I've had experiences like this before, but I've never had this specifically happened to me before, so it felt really strange, but not in a bad way at all. So yesterday, after I went to go eat with my kids, I decided to go to the Dollar Tree to exchange like some items I got from there because I like to craft and make things. And please excuse my deodorant, but I like to craft and make things, so there were a few items that I needed to exchange. So I went to a Dollar Tree near the place where I was eating at. They didn't have exactly what I was looking for. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait and exchange these items at a different location, the one that's closer to my house. So I went to the one that's closer to my house and, got all the items I needed. And there was this lady at the register. She was really nice, but I didn't think anything of it. But while she was ringing me up, I guess like towards the end of when she was ringing me up, I received this vision of me giving her some money that was in my wallet, right? It was so strange because I saw it in my mind's eye. My eyes were open, but I saw this vision in my mind's eye, and I just saw myself giving her this money. So just a little backstory to explain. What I normally do with my money is whenever I receive money or get paid and things like that, I normally always give away 10%. And it's never towards the same thing or towards the same person. Sometimes I use it for people's birthdays or whatever, but I always give away 10% because I believe that's how I keep money flowing back to me, and it's just a good habit that I've developed over the years. So at this point, I had got paid or whatever, but I had not given away my 10% yet. And then the day before, I also got a really nice tip while I was at work, and it just happened to be in my wallet. So I had this vision that I gave her this $100 bill, but in the back of my mind, my lower self was just like, all right, you're just making stuff up. Just go home. So as I proceeded to walk out the door, my kids got distracted by like those little machines that you put coins in and you can get like stickers or gum or whatever. They got distracted and they stopped there. So as I was leaving out the door, I was still going to proceed, but it felt so wrong because I knew in my heart that I was supposed to give this lady this money. And it's not that I didn't want to give her the money, but I was resisting it a little because I'm like, oh, I don't want things to get too weird. This is going to be awkward. My lower self with these resistant thoughts. But my higher self is like, you have a job to do. You have to give this to her. This is for her. So I listened to my higher self because I couldn't even step any further towards the door to go out. I was like, I have to give this to her. It was just like this feeling came over me and I knew what I was supposed to do. Even though I saw it, the feeling came as well and I knew what I was supposed to do. So she had already walked away from the register. She was talking to her manager, and then I guess she was gonna finish straightening up the store or whatever. And I stopped her. I can't remember the exact words I said to her, but it was somewhere along the lines of like, excuse me, I felt really moved to give this to you. I was like, when I receive these feelings and these messages, I listen. So if this is yours, I have to give this to you. And she's like, no, I can't take it. I can't take it. I said, you have to take it. This is yours. She's like, no. She was like, I don't know what the rules or policies are with the company. I don't know that I'm allowed to take that. I said, listen, I've already paid for my items. The store has made their money. This is personal between me and you. You have to take this. And she's still like kind of resisting it. She's like, no, I can't do it. I was like, be receptive. You have to take it. I literally wasn't willing to leave the store until she took the money. And I was like, basically it was like a little back and forth for a little while. I was like, if you don't take it, I'm just gonna put it in your pocket. Where's your pocket at? And then she just stood there and stared at me for a minute. I said, please take it. You have to. This is yours. And then I slid it to her in her hand. And then she was like, you're gonna make me cry. And she ended up finally giving in, and she took it. And then before I walked away, she said thank you like 5 times. She was just like, she whispered it. She was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I left. And after I left, it was like I still had to take a minute to really process what had just happened, because this was not me. Like, even though I'm a kind person, I'm a giving person, I give easily. This was not me. That was not a part of my plans. I already went to a different Dollar Tree earlier that day. Never did it cross my mind to give anybody anything. I was just on the search to, exchange the items that I needed to exchange, and I was just going to be on my way home. But I knew deep down inside that this was bigger than me. So I just made sure that I followed through and did what I was supposed to do, even though I had a little resistance in the beginning, because, I still have a human brain at the end of the day. But I'm just grateful that I did follow through and do the task that I was given to do. And I know for a fact, like, I just know in my heart that it was meant to be. That money was meant for her. And I'm pretty sure it blessed her in some kind of way. I know for a fact it did. I don't know in what ways, and that's not my concern. My main concern was just that I listened and I followed through with what I was sent out to do, or what I was called to do. So it amazes me, like, how God or the universe or that higher power just can really work through people, through strangers. Like, I've even had experiences where people have either blessed me with something, or they've blessed me with some words that I really needed to hear at the time. And it would just be from a random conversation that we were having. But of course it was not so random, because that person was sent to me to give me these words that I needed to receive. There's been countless times when that has happened. So I just still, to this day, I think it's very interesting how the universe, or God, or whatever you want to call it, this really works through people and sends people to give us the things that we really need. But that's really all I have to say. I hope that somebody got something out of this. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope that everybody has a beautiful day.